listening to The Bullet, a Revolver Santiago Megazine podcast. Hi, and welcome today to The Bullet, a revista Revolver Santiago Megazine podcast. We are here today, October 22nd, on a Friday in the neurotic springtime of Santiago. It's starting to get warm, but it can't quite make up its mind. I've still got a sweater on. We're here with Natisú, and welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, great. From Santiago. Did you grow up in Santiago?
Yes, I grew up here. Went to school here, college here, and I play here too as well.
From here.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I was born in Temuco, but we moved here when I was 3 years old. So
yeah, so no fond memories of...
No, yeah.
Do you remember anything before 3?
I don't.
No, I started remembering things.
Little flashbacks, but nothing very solid.
My first memories are around 4, when I saw a snake outside of my backyard, and I ran to tell my
must
mother.
Have been really impressive.
I guess so. I don't know. So Natisú is from Santiago, and today we've invited here to hear about her musical experience, to listen to some of it as well. You just finished a demo.
Yes, I recorded a demo with, where I play with 3 more guys who are my friends and excellent musicians as well. Diego, who's the drummer, Rodrigo Morel, he plays the guitar, and I play with Angelo Piratini. You've heard of him.
Yeah, we've actually had an interview with him before.
Well, you know, he's a very experienced musician, and he's had a long career. And, well, he was the one that helped me with the demo, and he was always like, you should record your songs, they're good. And so we did it. I did it. I finally did it. And now we're rehearsing because we want to record an album, like a professional album.
Yep.
With those songs and some new ones that are not in the demo. And that's the process in which we're in right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Could we hear one?
Yeah,
Would you play us one today?
I'll play one song.
What's the name of the song we're going to hear
this
first?
This song is called Los Buitres.
Okay.
It's like the raven, I think, in English.
Blackbirds that Edgar Allan Poe liked.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
cool.
And that's the song. I'll try to play it. You know that
okay.
My guitar doesn't like me very much, but I'll try to play it.
Okay.
Eres como los magos, que ilusionan sin querer daño. Eres cuando apareces y te gusto porque no escondo los dientes, pero la piel me confunde. Y ahora los besos se diluyen. Tú me engañas y yo quiero que me engañes si es de adentro. Eres solo en las noches, cuando el alma queda muda ante tus ojos de buitre sincero. Pasa el tiempo y aún estás en mis huesos, pero la piel me confunde. y ahora los besos se diluyen. Tú me engañas si yo quiero que me engañes si es de adentro, que me engañes si es de adentro. That's it.
Nice. Nice.
Like
so
it?
that's The Raven. Yeah, I really do. That's about
Men.
Men in general.
Men.
Men
in general, yeah. Mostly about how they sometimes try to charm you and...
No. Men? In Chile?
Yeah, well, that's been my experience.
Yeah.
And, you know, like they try to charm you and then they are like, no, that what mean? Yeah, you know, it's something like that.
Wow. Yeah. I can understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think a lot of ladies can.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it's limited to Chile, I would have to say.
Yeah, I don't think it's either.
Very good. So when did you start playing music? How did you discover this was something you really wanted to make a career out of?
I mean, I've always sang since I was a little girl. You know, I always sang at parties with my parents and friends. It was like, yeah, Natty, you should sing, but I never thought it would be a career. You know, first I went into vet school.
Veterinarian school.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
To work with animals.
Yeah. Then I went to phonoaudiology school.
I don't know what that is.
It's like, I don't know how they call that career in the States.
What is the...
In Spanish, it's fonoaudiología. It's like people who help other people that have issues with their speech, you know?
Oh, a speech therapist.
Like, yeah.
Okay, which it would probably have a more official title. If I knew it, I would tell you. But someone who studies speech therapy, linguistics,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was a little lost, as you can see.
Yeah.
And then I decided,
or very much an explorer without fear.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. And then I said, you know what? I've always sang. That's what I love to do all day long. Why shouldn't I do it all day long?
Yeah.
And that I went to Projazz.
Yeah.
The Music Institute.
Yeah, which is a school right off of Bustamante. I pass it when I walk.
And there I said, yeah, this is my thing. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life, you know?
Nice.
I started with singing jazz. When I was a teenager, I sang rock and metal. Then I started singing jazz and bossa nova. Then, I didn't like it that much, but it was fun and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And then I started to make my own songs, to write my own songs that are more like alternative music, maybe.
Nice.
And that's been my journey.
Great.
In
That's
a way.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. And I have seen you play out with Angelo, and you played piano.
Yeah, keyboards.
Keyboards, excuse me. And you play a little guitar. Yeah. Any other instruments you...
Clarinet.
Really?
Yeah,
Clarinet.
But everything I play very basically... I mean, in a very basic way.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in any of those instruments, but but I do it. I go out there and do it.
Yeah, I used to play trombone when I was a young child, and I wish I'd kept up with it because
It's hard, the trombone.
it's very hard. And
I
you
think
have
it's
to have
much harder than the clarinet.
As much as I talk, I don't have a lot of air.
And you need a lot of air.
It's a big horn. It's skinny looking, but it has a lot of space. You got to blow air through it. So I was always the third or second seat. So I never truly mastered that beautiful instrument.
It's beautiful, yeah. Well, I played a clarinet. I haven't played it for months now, but my primordial instrument is my voice. I mean, I that's what I studied at ProJazz, and that's what.
And that is an instrument. That is an instrument within itself.
Totally.
There are a lot of people that really suffer because they're not comfortable with the sounds that come out of their mouth.
Yeah, it's hard to find your own sound. It's a lot of practice and reflection too. You know?
This is a really interesting question for me, hopefully for other people. But when you started singing and you entered ProJazz, what are the things that you think you found within your voice personally that you were surprised to find, or when in finding your style?
I think that happened after ProJazz because I didn't finish the career. I was there for 3 years, and I learned to sing jazz like in a correct way.
Okay,
you know?
very schooled.
Yeah, very schooled way. You know, and.
Like
I knew I could sing it very well, you know, and everybody said, "Oh, you have a very good voice for jazz," but I never thought that was my sound.
It never resonated with you.
No.
Okay.
When I started to writing my my own songs, that's where I really started to experiment. With my voice, you know.
Yeah.
And what I discovered from that. Is that it's hard.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, throw you a curveball.
I think that the thing that was harder for me was that I had a lot of emotions that I wanted to express, and I felt like my voice wasn't measuring up to that, you know?
Okay.
To the feeling or to the...
Yeah.
I had a lot of emotion, you know, caught up in my chest and throat, you know?
Yeah.
And my voice was like so small and little. So I that's what I've been working on, you know, to have a more explosive voice. Not aggressive, but a more explosive voice and a more... I want to have a lot of textures, different textures. That's what I'm still trying to find. Yeah. I think I have... evolved a lot.
Okay.
You know, from...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Good. Could we hear another sample of something that
totally
you'd like to share with us?
This song is called In This Part of Desire.
On this side of desire?
Yeah, on this side of desire.
Oh, nice.
That's the name of the song, and it's also about men. Terrible. I promise that the other songs of the demo are not about men, but this one is. And it's about when you really, really, really like someone, and you know that that person doesn't like you back, or not in the way you wanted to. Right. And it's not a sad song. It's just the way I want you. I mean, that's basically... It's like
looking through a window at a really pretty view.
Yeah.
But not being outside.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll try to play because it's a little harder for me on the guitar, but I'll try.
We'll give it a try.
Okay. En esta parte del deseo conviven todas tus sonrisas, se esconden todos mis anhelos de canto tibio y notas buenas. En esta parte del silencio Aprecio incluso lo imposible. Toquemos todos pa' creer que esto es eterno. Me empapo en vino, hago un esfuerzo y río. En esta parte de la noche me basta desear tu roce. Pienso en los que no tienen, no les dieron, los que mueren. Hago un esfuerzo y río. That's it.
Thank you. I have an audience of one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. Now, just if you're listening to the music today, and this is the first time you've heard Natisú's music, I have to say the music that I heard on MySpace, because I first heard you play with someone else's music, with Angelo's music, and the music that I heard on MySpace is a little bit different.
It's very different.
It has more of... and help me with more adjectives. It has more of an electronic feel.
Yeah.
It's
more dark, maybe, you know.
It may be, but there's also more of there's interesting percussion going on. I hear a little bit of echoes of the style of like Imogen Heap or Bjork or...
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so honored that you caught that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And just each song is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
Bjork and Imogen Heap are
really
musicians that I really like. PJ Harvey, I really love her.
Oh, not many people know her here.
I love her.
She's
this
amazing.
Song has a lot to do with her.
Yeah,
I was thinking about her, you know, when I made this song.
Oh, very cool.
Radiohead, I love them.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Radiohead, the Beatles.
I had a 20-minute debate with somebody how Radiohead was absolutely not one of the best bands right now.
No.
And, you know, I had to stop because...
You were getting mad.
Well, because I was clear that this person really hadn't listened to them in a way that was in a private moment or really had understood. And I just had to stop because everybody's opinion is valid.
Yeah.
But I was kind of shocked.
I'm always shocked when someone tells me, you know, like, yeah, I like them, but they're not such a big deal. I mean, like... Which
is why we have such a huge variety of music, because everybody resonates with a different space.
Of course, totally.
But, yeah, and you're always shocked when someone doesn't find the beauty that you see as beautiful.
Of course.
Yeah, but I had to stop. I just was like, okay, that's...
There's nothing you can do about it.
No. Yeah, I was
Portishead. Portishead is another band that has...
I like Portishead. I don't know them as well as Radiohead.
Yeah, I know them a lot, and they are a total influence on me.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. So, the music on the MySpace. Can you give us that MySpace address?
Yes, it's, how do you say www?
www.
Okay, www.myspace.com/Natisú.
Natisú.
Natisú, it's Natisu.
Okay. And also for our listeners, you've clearly gotten to the website to hear the podcast. So at the bottom of the picture, there's a hot link that has her name, and it'll take you right to the MySpace page. So that might be easier.
Yeah.
Afterthought. So, I mean, it's really interesting. Imogen Heap's music has become such a big influence on
She's
a lot
amazing.
of artists. And I think, I don't know if I read an interview or I saw an interview, but there was a really interesting perspective that she gave about having to go into her own personal studio because the music world is such a guy space.
It's true.
And that there's so much music that they don't, that doesn't get airtime or doesn't get work done within a guy's musical space. And I have to say that it's a different voice at times, male and female.
Yeah, it's
everything.
I started to work with guys, I think, for the past 2 years, mostly guys. I used to have an all-girl band.
What was it called?
Immanencia. Like immanence. That's the word in English.
Okay.
It was a vocal band, just vocal, you know. It was a very nice band. The girls were awesome. But working with guys, well, it's totally different.
Yeah.
They are more practical and pragmatical, you know. And that for me has been very good because I was more of a in my thoughts kind of girl, you know, like I was very dreamy about what I wanted my sound to be and my songs to sound like, but I didn't get any work done, you know, like real work done. I mean, I did, but like in my room, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And the guys have helped me to, you know, like to give some structure, to the project, and they have been like the motor, you know, you should play live and you have to record your album. And now I'm the one that's, I want to record my album and I'm going to do it and I'm going to be on the radio, you know. But they were the ones that first pushed me to do it, you know.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
For me, it's been awesome playing with, with guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But there are some things, you know, that for them it's harder to get, I think.
Yeah. I think her comment was more to the voice of the music and to the different just the different, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, other than it just spoke to that she got a different sound when she was just on her own. And that might be because she had complete control over what she was doing too. Yeah. So when are you planning to record
my album?
Yeah.
I'm planning to record it in March next year. I don't know how to say that in English. Do you know the Fondarts?
Fondarts, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Well, I sent my project to them.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting the results.
Yeah.
Because I need the money to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and those results are ready in January.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting for that, and if that happens, we should be recording in March. Okay. And if it doesn't happen, we're going to record anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe with less equipment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. March. And hopefully the album will be out on June. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for people in Chile or outside of Chile that don't know what Fondarts is, it's a program that's run by the government, which sets aside funds each year to it's like an artistic grant, and I think it covers everything from music to dance to literature, anything you could think of that relates to Chilean cultural events, arts, and so on. And I'm very much belittling what they do, but they have a really big part in getting artists the capabilities and the opportunities to do things they wouldn't normally be able to do. Yeah. So, very cool.
And hopefully,
they'll fingers
like
crossed.
Project, I have faith.
So you have a show coming up in November, I think.
Yes, November 10th. It's in a little bar called Rambles. It's in Manuel Montt with Eliodoro Yáñez. It's nearby.
Oh, they have tapas.
Yeah, they have tapas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been there for tapas.
That bar.
Yeah.
It's not a small bar. It's rather large, but the space they have destined to live music, it's little, but it's very comfy and like cozy, and the administrator was very nice to me, and he really wanted me to play there. So we're playing there November 10th at 10 p.m.
Oh, very cool.
It's gonna be a show with the band, with the whole band, and if you liked this, the people who are listening, if they liked me with the guitar, with the band, it's a whole other deal. It's much better, I think.
Yeah.
It's more electrifying, Yeah. So it's going to be a good show, I guess. I think.
Now, are you going to be doing some of the music that's on your MySpace page that I heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
The night?
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. So as far as where you see yourself or what your main goals are, I mean, like, clearly putting out the album, seeing what happens with that, performing as much as possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like candy to a musician to be able to perform and share what you've produced.
Of course.
But as far as like what do you aim at? What do you think you really like? What's a dream of what you want to do with your music?
Well, my dream and to what I'm aiming now, it's with Angelo. He's the musical producer of my project. So we're making some musical arrangements of one of the songs that are in MySpace. It's called Abstracto número 2. Okay. It's like abstract number 2. We're arranging that song and we want to send it to some of Santiago's local radio stations, like Radio Uno, Rock and Pop, Sonar. Yeah. That's like the main goal right now, to be able to put my music in the radio and the people, so to get to more people. And hopefully I want to like export the album to other countries, to Argentina, Mexico, Brazil, maybe.
Mexico is a really big. It seems like Argentina is the center for theater, and Mexico is the center for TV and music.
A lot of Chilean musicians are going there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of groups that have just recently headed that way.
That's like another goal I have in mind. And well, my dream is to be able to travel because of my music, to be invited to play in some festivals in Europe or in Latin America and the States, And I'm very far away from that goal, but I really think it's possible, because I think I'm doing it the right way. I do have some contacts in Spain and France and Argentina, and they really like the music. So I think it's.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
I just have to be patient.
Patience is a virtue, I hear. I don't know that I have it, but I hear it's a virtue.
Yeah.
Do you have another song that we could listen to? Ooh. Another one, or
I think so.
Can we get one more before you go? I think our listeners are really enjoying.
I think I can.
One more?
It's a short song.
Yeah.
It's called Perros para colgar la ropa.
Okay.
In English, that means like, do you know that those little things that you used to when you this is hard. When you put your clothes so they can dry.
Oh, like a drying rack.
You put like
Safety pin. Not safety pin. Safety pin. Oh, now I'm losing my English.
like little clamps.
Closed pins.
Closed pins?
Yeah, closed pins. They go on the line. Safety pins go into clothes to hold them together. Closed pins go on the line to hold clothes on a drying line.
Okay, the name would be something like clothespins to hang your clothes.
Okay. This is more embarrassing for me because I'm losing my own native language because I've had so much Spanish shove
Well, you
shove
listen
it out
to
of.
Spanish every day. It's
One day
a
I'll be able
process.
to speak it.
It's a natural process, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
A veces pienso que todos los demás que me han habitado se parecen de algún modo a ti, que mi mérito es buscar falsificaciones tuyas. Pero el agua se los lleva a todos ante mi fracaso en tiempo cíclico. No lavar a máquina, no planchar, no lavar en seco, dicen, y a mano los lavó, y a mano los lavó, y a mano los lavó. Pero el agua se los lleva a todos, el agua que me enjuaga por dentro. Fui lavada en seco y quise ser colgada en un armario viejo y dormir, y dormir.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for
Very
listening.
much. Thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. I usually ask people the one question. It might be boring, but I love it. If you could play with, like, if you could hand pick anybody, dead or alive, to play with you on a stage.
PJ Harvey.
PJ Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
She's so raw.
I love her.
She's just so fearless and raw on stage.
I love her.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I said that like immediately because this past few months I've been daydreaming about her, about playing with her, you know. And I don't know if you know a musician who's called Alain Johannes.
No.
He's Chilean, but he moved to the States when he was very little, and he plays in a band called Queens of the Stone Age.
I saw them at the Macaneri Festival.
Yeah,
I heard them from my hammock because I was
No, wait, no. I'm totally.
I saw that band at the Macaneri Festival.
No, he doesn't play with them.
Yeah.
He plays with a band called 11.
11, okay.
They are American.
Okay.
And he came to Chile, and he played at a bar. You know what? I think he does play with Queens of the Stone Age too. Well, anyway, he played alone. And his friend, he's a friend of Angelo. And they were talking, you know, and this friend told him, you know, oh, I know a girl who plays here and she's a fan of PJ Harvey. And he said, oh, she's my friend. Every time I go to England, because she's British, I stay over there and we play together. And I was like, what? No.
And your jaw just kind of went yoing, yoing,
and he's going
yoing.
to stay here for a couple of months. So I have to meet this guy, and I have to get in touch with her. You know?
Dreams come true sometimes.
Sometimes, you know.
Absolutely.
You never know.
Good. Well, thank you for helping me realize part of something that I've been working on for the past year, and coming into the studio and sharing your music. It's very, very beautiful. Again, anybody who hears her live is going to be hearing her music with a band and a little bit of a different sound, but that's why these recordings are so special for me, because when we get acoustic sets, we get a different view of the same music. So people who are really into the music can have a little bit of a different perspective on some of the songs.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm very glad to be here, and it was a very fun interview, really.
Oh, good.
I had a good time.
Yeah, same. And I have to congratulate you on your English, because she was sharing with me earlier that she learned it from TV when she was a child. And I'm a little jealous, because my Spanish is still creeping along at a very, very dinosauric pace, if that's a word. So
you'll get there, don't worry.
I have faith.
That's all we can have.
I have faith.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening today. This is Sean and Natisú signing off from a Bullet podcast with Revista Revolver Santiago Megazine. It's October. Have a fantastic week, day, month, year, and we'll catch you next podcast. Thanks a lot.
Yo siempre respiro antes de tiempo, nunca logro agarrar el ritmo. Siempre quedo en medio de tiempos, yo nunca logro agarrar el ritmo. Entonces dejemos las cosas del tiempo. Hoy me desperté antes de tiempo, queriendo hacer todo incorrecto. Terminé mis noches abrazando ilusiones y esperando lo inesperable, sosteniendo la piel que me explota al paso del tiempo. Entonces dejemos las cosas del tiempo. Yo siempre respiro antes de tiempo, nunca logro agarrar el ritmo. Yo siempre quiero alcanzarlo todo, y por las noches la casa cruje como un gran tic-tac, 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 tic-tac. Entonces dejemos las cosas del tiempo. ¿Será que los demás andan a otra velocidad? ¿Será que los demás